Welcome to Boxing Legends Today. We're watching and analyzing the rise of a young lion making his way to the top of the boxing world. February 14th, 1994, York Hall, London. Prince Naseem Hamed versus Sean Norman.
With just one win behind them, were generating as much publicity as this precocious young talent from Sheffield by way of the Yemen. Even at this early stage of his career, Hamed was blessed with an abundance of something that simply can't be taught: star quality. He knew how to put himself centre stage and revelled in the attention. When it came to making an entrance, the man was the natural successor to Chris Eubank. The leopard skin shorts, the extravagant vault over the top rope, the quick-stepping shuffle all screamed the same message: look at me, I'm going to be the next big thing around here. Already attracting admirers and detractors in equal measure, Hamed clearly believed he was going places under the careful tutelage of his veteran trainer, Brendan Ingle.
Gentlemen, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 6 rounds flyweight contest of 3 minutes each round at a match made at 8 stone 3 pounds between, and introducing to you from Leicester, Sean Norman. And in this corner from Sheffield, Prince Naseem Hamed. At the weigh-in today, Norman scaled 8 stone 2.5 pounds. Hamed scaled 8 stone 2 pounds. And your referee for this contest is Mr. Roystar of Mexborough and your timekeeper Frank Capewell of Sheffield.
It was the biggest audience of the young prospect's brief career, but the prospect of a packed house didn't seem to daunt him one bit. Quite the opposite. Here was a young man heading for top-of-the-bill status. Watching this one at ringside in the commentary position, Barry McGuigan and David Brenner.
Enjoy this historic moment in boxing history, round 1, and it starts with fire. Both young fighters come out hungry, both want to prove they belong, and they're here to bring something new to the world of boxing. We see the early moments, a light test of distance, skill, and awareness, both trying to read each other, but something is clear: the young prince is special.
Finish of the fight, but there was a hell of a start to stop Ricky Baird in 2 rounds in his pro debut. He's very fast and very flashy.
His style is unorthodox, his footwork confusing. He moves like water, changes angles like a ghost. He makes opponents look like amateurs. Perfect angles, perfect slips, movements only elite fighters can pull off. With his lead hand, he throws a distraction jab. It draws Norman's attention, but Hamed is setting a trap.
Naming his fighters. You're surprised that Naseem Hamed hasn't become Paddy Mulligan or somebody, but Prince Naseem Hamed he is. He comes from the Yemen. And he's a good kid.
Yeah, very flash. Switching from southpaw to orthodox, just perfect balance. That's a great asset to have. Boxing and positioning for punching is all about balance. Being able to.
He loads the rear hand and lands a perfect shot right on the chin. Sean Norman goes down for the first time.
You know,
obviously. Got it worked up.
Yeah, he's hurt this kid. He switched about so many times. I don't know which punch that was that actually hit him.
It was the left.
Still in round 1, the prince shows absurd reflexes, unreal speed, fluidity, and knockout power. Something incredibly rare in these lower weight classes.
In his debut.
Yeah, well, as I say, he just hangs his chin out, and that's the only sort of thing that he has to work on. Is to he actually goes up straight when he goes back. He hangs his chin up in the air. But he's cut this kid too. He's actually cut below the left eye.
Yeah.
Norman. But he's certainly banging, and there's lots of power there, and His ability to punch. Yeah, look at that for an unorthodox left uppercut. And this kid's not able to fight for a title for another 3 years. British title, domestic title. He's calling him on, and he's got all the flashy moves, hasn't he? What a devil.
Well, we go back to Naseem's corner, Brendan Ingle. I didn't know he was a paratrooper. It's a dinky little red beret he's got.
Yeah, it's a strange looking hat.
And Naseem looking at him like Brendan Ingle is explaining some deep and meaningful truth, which he probably is, knowing Brendan. And there's...
We get a glimpse of this knockdown. You said it was a left. I believe you want to see it. He switched around so many times.
Let's have a look.
Which one it was?
Let's have a look. Bang.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
Correct. And a bit of a shove there to help him on his way.
Corners 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 2.
Second round then, Prince Naseem Hamed in the leopard skin trunks, and his opponent Sean Norman from Leicester in the red. Had one knockdown, left hook. Norman dumped on the seat of his pants in round 1.
Yeah. If Naseem stopped the showbiz and just get on with it, he could stop this guy in a couple of minutes.
One punch power, explosive and lethal. Hamed stalks him into the ropes, patient, calculated, preparing the ground.
Right way.
Here he goes.
Good
Oh, he's
left
doing
uppercut,
a job
left
on Norman now. This is good stuff. This is very impressive. And Norman is getting a fearful pasting in this round and down.
And just like that, the fight is over knockout. We see just how talented Prince Naseem Hamed is, how superior he looks compared to his opponent. A legend is being born, a boxing icon is taking shape. If you want more breakdowns like this, subscribe to the channel, comment your thoughts, and stay tuned. You're watching Boxing Legends. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you next time.